It's just one of those days. Oh, yeah, it's one of those days. Greetings from the Beehive State, home of the Turning Point Sports Bar, new home of the Utah Pipe Smokers Club. Today, we're going to discuss some of the ridiculous Utah legislation that led to the closure of the Beehive Cigars, the original home of the Utah Pipe Smokers Club, and we're going to talk about some of the events that went on and some of the absolute stars of the YTPC residing right here in the state of Utah. A little bit of housekeeping. We got the Mark Twain Cobb with some Cult Abacus. Now in 1997, Utah lawmakers came up with a fantastic law regarding pipe smoking and cigars. I'm sure it was originally aimed at cigarettes, but hey, legislators just can't help themselves. So let's read some of the ridiculous legislation as is. The Utah Indoor Clean Air Act is designed to protect Utahns and visitors from exposure to the harmful effects of secondhand smoke. Okay, I can agree with that. I don't like cigarettes. I don't like inhaling that stuff. In general, smoking is prohibited in all enclosed indoor places of public access and publicly owned buildings and offices. Now, I can see the second part, publicly owned buildings and offices. Nobody wants to smoke in the library, in the courthouse, in the police station. We don't want that. But all places of public access, any place you walk into, you can't smoke? Come on. And it goes on. Outside smoking designated areas are not allowed within 25 feet of building entrances, exits, air intakes, or windows. Okay, standard, but who's going to enforce this? Now let's get to the ridiculousness. Ashtrays. Yes, ashtrays. Closer than 25 feet of the building are required to have a sign stating no smoking. A bloody ashtray. Who is going to put signs on ashtrays that magically scoot within 25 feet of an entrance? My brain hurts just thinking about the idiocracy of who wrote this. In Utah, all laws regarding secondhand smoke produced by cigarettes also apply for the emissions caused by electronic cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and personal vaporizers. So obviously they had some scientist wizard guy who decided that, those of us who like to vape, which is not me, is the same thing as smoking a cigarette. I mean, obviously it's all equivalent, right? Science be damned. So this act was used to close down our Pipe Club Lounge. A perfectly fine institution for couples, gentlemen. Everybody was welcome there. Go to the back lounge, get comfortable. Oh shoot, I forgot my pipe cleaners. I can go into the store, I can buy them, come back in the separate entrance, which we paid to get into, and enjoy ourselves. Now, no, the heathens cannot have fun. Thou shalt not have fun. Red state my ass here in the Utah. So on to the Pipe Club recap. Let's get into the happy business. So first off, let's go with the YTPC stars. We had stay-at-home piper, a very soft-spoken, extremely knowledgeable guy on both tobaccos and pipes. Wonderful guy to meet him. Of course, you've got the tight-knit piper, whose knitting skills are legendary for the tobacco and pipe cases. And of course, the madman named Lex, easily one of the most generous members of the Utah Pipe Smokers. He had at least 12 to 15 tins just ready to go. If you wanted to open it, go for it. But you knew he had that much stuff because you've been watching his videos. And before we go to the last one, I just want to say we had a discussion on who you would be starstruck by to meet. This is a real list. Of course, Mutton Chop Piper, Chris Morgan, even Cherry on Top was named, John Laughlin. But to me, it was the Queen. The Queen of Cobs. She was there. Now, she hasn't posted in a while because she's been busy. She's been a moderator on the Corn Cob Nation page on Facebook, but she is absolutely stunning, beautiful, personable, funny, knowledgeable. Everything a YTPC presenter should be, she represents. Just thinking about her. Can't wait to the next meetup. So, what do we smoke? I wasn't as adventurous as I was last time. Not to say there wasn't stuff around, but I started with Haunted Bookshop. Smoked it way too fast. Had to slow down. Followed by some Boswell's, Hunter's Choice. Then I had some of this guy, Cult Abacus. And then finally, some C&D Pennington Gap, which is a mixture of Burley, Black Cavendish, hint of Preak, and a bourbon topping provided by the Stay-at-Home Piper. Excellent stuff. As the discussions went on, people started leaving. We got into the real meat and potatoes. Why did Beehive cigars get taken down? Now, we know that what was used to bring them down legally, but who ratted them out? Well, was it the competition? Was it somebody at a different brick and mortar? Considering there's only two in the Salt Lake Valley, narrows it down. But we had one of the longtime employees of the Tinderbox there, and he explained, it's like, hey, I've been at this place for like 20 years. If I wanted to rat these guys out, I would have done it a long time ago. So don't go blaming the competition. We're in this together. Was it a grand Mormon conspiracy? The wives taking care of their 6 kids in their Suburbans and minivans, just absolutely furious that their husbands dare walk away just for a few hours to enjoy a cigar in a gentleman's place. How dare they come home smelling funny? Report them, report them. Maybe. One wife calls her brother, brother calls the other brother, brother calls the neighbor, neighbor calls the bishop calls a different bishop, and that bishop ends up being the health inspector. Whole house of cards comes down. Or was it just their time? Nothing good lasts forever, but man, it's a hard pill to swallow. So, Beehive Cigar Smokers Lounge may have closed, perhaps indefinitely, but the spirit of the Utah pipe smokers lives on. It lives on this side of the camera, and it lives on there. And as always, I hope you reach out to your local brick and mortars, ask around for a pipe club, and get to know each other. It's the best way to communicate, to learn these ridiculous laws that our legislators love to just shove down our throats. Local news doesn't pick them up. So, from the state of Utah, God bless you, have a great night, and happy piping.